This is our Build a Business Case project, and the artist we have picked is Rihanna. And this presentation is by Tali, Richard, and Georgie, and our group name is Playlist Pioneers.
What do you know about Rihanna? Rihanna was born February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael, Barbados. Her full name is actually Robin Rihanna Fenty. She is widely known by her middle name and utilizes her last name as the name for her makeup brand. Rihanna grew up around her father who abused drugs and was also surrounded by her parents' marital problems. In addition, Rihanna dealt with terrible headaches, so, with all that she went through, she used music as an escape to distract her from what was really happening. She was noticed by the music producer Evan Rogers in an audition she went to with two of her friends. Rihanna personally caught the producer's attention because of her unique singing voice. She later moved to Connecticut with Rogers to further her music career. Rihanna made it into Def Jam Records right after auditioning and soon after released her first single in 2005. Her first album then went on to reach second on the Billboard Singles Chart. That was only the beginning to her success.
Rihanna's fan base calls themselves Rihanna's Navy. It first originated as Rihanna Nation, but in 2012, Rihanna embodied the Navy perspective in her song Where Have You Been? The visual elements from the video became synonymous with Navy identity. The iconic logo, a stylized crest, the colorway of red, gold, and black, and Rihanna's signature bodyaholic style all serve as visual representation of the collective. The fan culture focuses on loyalty, empowerment, and solidarity. Loyalty. Fans commit wholeheartedly to supporting the Barbadian superstar and exploring her vast discography. For empowerment, the fans believe in the concept of the Navy, understanding that they stand alongside a strong, unwavering force symbolizing their profound dedication and, of course, the unapologetic life. For solidarity, the global organization, the Navy, strives for inclusivity, fostering environments can, where fans from diverse walks of life can come together and celebrate their shared affinity for Rihanna's art and philanthropic endeavors.
Rihanna's music studio, so her music quality and Rihanna's music consistently demonstrates a level of quality and innovation that distinguishes her from many of her contemporaries. Rihanna possesses one of the most distinctive and exceptional voices of her generation. Her music resonates deeply with her audience as the energy she brings to each performance enhances overall listening experience and fosters strong fan engagement. And the reason her quality is so high, and we see this all the time, is because she experiments in multiple genres like pop, R&B, hip hop, and that dancehall. All these um help her learn and understand music, which then um increases the quality that she produces every time.
Rihanna has won 9 Grammys, 12 American Billboard Awards, and 13 American Music Awards, and 7 MTV Music Awards. Her first Grammy Award was in 2008 for her hit song Umbrella. In 2010, Rihanna's collaboration with Jay-Z and Kanye West, Run This Town, won Rihanna her second and third Grammy Award for Best Rap Song and Best Rap Song Collaboration. She has dropped 8 studio albums and sold over 250 million records. She has been nominated for 604 awards and has won 450 awards in total. She has a wide range of talent, producing songs in multiple genres, including R&B, club, and dance pop.
Longevity. So Rihanna has continued to average millions of listeners on Spotify year after year, and it's an impressive milestone that few artists achieve. But from the start of her career, she had couple million listeners per month, and it kept growing and growing. And then when she stopped making music, it started to decline. But recently in 2020, she started with 30 million average listeners on Spotify. Then it bumped up to 35. and then 22 it bumped up to 54. 23 it bumped up to 77, 24 86, then 25 105 million listeners on Spotify. And what makes this accomplishment even more remarkable is that she sustained such a wide popularity and streaming success despite not releasing new music in nearly a decade. And this demonstrates the lasting impact of her artistry and global influence. And not only this, but Rihanna has her makeup products which attract many customers due to her influence in music industry, which will be explained more later on.
The majority of Rihanna's music earnings are from royalties and streaming revenue. Due to NDAs, these earnings are estimates made by CLRN based off sales and streaming data. To start, Rihanna made around 125 to $180 million from recording royalties. This includes physical albums, digital albums, and various and digital singles. Rihanna makes an estimate of 186.25 million from streaming revenue, which includes Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and other various revenue sites. She also gains revenue from publishing royalties, which includes performance, mechanical, and synchronization royalties. And from this, she makes around 75 to $125 million. And in total, she makes around 386.25 to $491.25 million from her music revenue streams alone.
Concert revenue. In 2010, Rihanna's last Girl in World Tour, she produced around $40 million in revenue. And in 2011, her Loud Tour, she produced $90 million in revenue. Her Diamonds World Tour in 2013, she produced $140 in revenue, $140 million in revenue, which is the highest grossing tour that she has been on. And the Diamond Tour sold out 84 of the 87 stops, which was reported by Billboard. In 2014, she co-headlined a tour with Eminem, which brought in roughly $36 million only for Rihanna for only 6 shows. Rihanna's revenue through beauty and Fenty Beauty, which was launched in 2017, revolutionized the beauty industry with its focus on inclusivity, offering a wide range of shades for all skin types. In 2018, the beauty company was roughly $570 million in revenue. In 2020, it was $530 million in revenue. And in its first 2 months, the brand made $100 million in revenue, and it doubled its revenue in 2022 as distribution expanded and new product launches kept monumental high. Fenty Beauty currently is roughly around $2.8 billion. Rihanna owns 50%, and the luxury brand LVMH owns the other 50%. Rihanna receives roughly $1.4 billion in profit. The brand's success was Meteoric, generating $550 million in revenue in its first year alone. In addition to Fenty Beauty, Rihanna Savage X Fenty lingerie line has also been a tremendous success. Launched to promote body positivity and inclusivity, the lingerie line has become a favorite among consumers.
Rihanna's finances. Rihanna collabed with Louis Vuitton in 2019 and launched a luxury clothing line. She decided to terminate this joint venture, causing her to lose a total of $36 million. She decided to terminate this venture because her fan basis was not able to afford these high-priced items, causing her to lose sales and lose a lot of money from the joint venture from the start. And she later decided to focus more on Fenty Beauty and her lingerie company, Savage X Fenty. Even with this loss, she's still considered the richest female artist and has a net worth of 1.4 billion.
So in every aspect of her brand, Rihanna is engaged, and based on reports, she's involved in the process of selecting new team members and has the final say. And more on that later to say she does have um everything that occurs, she has a say in it, and in every process it has to go through her. And her brands are based on diversity and inclusivity, and that's how she wants to be as a leader, and that's she she establishes a new benchmark for the current product sector, and her audience, the Rihanna Navy, is connected to this and is very loyal to her because of her driven branding. She also respects and embraces the knowledge and ideas of others, such as um, team members or even those who have just pitched in ideas from other companies. And she sees her company as a hub for talent where she pays careful attention to creating a strong team because she feels that she's only as great as her team, as my team. And being authentic and unapologetic herself is the foundation of her personal brand and leadership style, which cultivate loyalty and trust among customers and staff. Her teams are encouraged to take risks and be creative because she sees mistakes as teaching opportunities rather than failure.
Rihanna's strategy. In the early 2000s, there was a societal shift in norms, and Rihanna's products reflect this by promoting inclusivity. In addition, Rihanna publicly advocates for causes that relate to her brand's values, which shows her care for the brand. The marketing strategies Fenty Beauty used became well and globally known as the Fenty effect. From the time of her first launch, she released 40 different shades of foundation, so her products weren't limited to one complexion. Most brands pick a relatively safe product to launch as their first item, but Rihanna had a bold approach and chose to release a foundation as the first product she released. Rihanna was also already famous from her music industry success, and she was able to use the success to her advantage through engagement online and through advertising her new companies on social media. Rihanna also offers quality products at an accessible price point, which blends luxury and inclusion of her products between a wide variety of bands. The key strategies of Fenty is to exclude no one, let values inform the process, and show, don't tell. This means that she wants to put her values into action rather than just talking about potential ideas. She puts them into her products. And the majority of makeup brands have a limited range of shades, but Rihanna wants to make sure everyone felt included within her business. And she showed this through advertising her products with a diverse shade range and a diverse range of people displaying them. In addition to showcase new products, she used a variety of different models that aren't always just well-known ones, and also used herself because she's well-known to promote her own products. And she used an authentic approach by advertising through social media and using real reviews and company interactions. She also in the past had an event that invited influencers, and she also attended this event herself as well, which made the experience more personal for customers and the people that were there to advertise.
Human resources never see failure as something bad, rather see as something good for learning opportunities. And Rihanna has authentic or integrity and transformational approach um, that values inclusivity and challenges norms have been traits that define her leadership style. And she is determined and an intelligent leader who is willing to take risks and accomplish high objectives and uses her authority to establish movements that benefit the community through her business and fundraising efforts. In evaluating which artist demonstrates the strongest long-term potential, so which artist I, that we've seen, Rihanna stands out as a leading example. She is recognized for fostering a respectful and supportive work environment and building her business relationships on integrity and mutual respect. And while her music ventures have slowed in recent years, her fan base continues to expand and grow, reflecting her enduring influence. Moreover, her business enterprises have shown consistent growth and remain focused on delivering high-quality products while strategically expanding their global reach.